only one life to live. And in this one life I have, I let it rip for Jesus Christ. That's what I decided to do when I went through this chapter phrase by phrase. Isaiah chapter 6. Of course, there's one statement there everybody knows about it. God says, whom shall I send? Who will go for me? Okay, that was God's call for Isaiah. That was how Isaiah got motivated for ministry and missions and ministry involvement. But from every phrase in that chapter, almost every phrase in Isaiah chapter 6, we find motivation to do something for Jesus in this one life we have. And let me show you that. The first one, there is a challenge coming from every word in that chapter, Isaiah chapter 6. First one, a challenge from the about turn. About turn? People who have turned their backs on God. The challenge for ministry, first of all, comes from those who are backslidden. It says there in Isaiah chapter 6, in the year King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord. Uzziah who? Uzziah the king who did an about turn to God. He had a great start. He was one of the best kings who ruled the southern kingdom. Under his rule, Israel expanded militarily. Under his king, Israel advanced industrially. Under his rule, Israel advanced agriculturally. He was a good king, a great guy. He revolutionized Israel, the Judean government, as skillfully as Lalu Prasad Yadav, advanced the Indian railways. He was a prosperous king. He was a good king, a smart king. But one day, this smart man turned his back on God. Pride entered his head and he walked into the temple at Jerusalem. He was not supposed to enter the temple at Jerusalem. He could do that to worship God, but he usurped the role of the priest. What the priests were supposed to do, he grabbed it from them. And he said, well, I'm a successful king. God is blessing me, and now I can do what I want. Nobody can question me. And he took the role of the priest, and he offered the sacrifice. 81 priests were following him. 81 priests were following him, and they're telling him, Uzziah, don't do it. Don't do it, Uzziah. Don't do it. Don't do it. God will not be pleased. But this guy was sold out to sin, sold out to arrogance, puffed up with pride. And he went ahead and offered that sacrifice. And my Bible says God struck him with leprosy. And even then, my Bible says this fellow was so stubborn, so backslidden, he consulted doctors, but he did not consult the heavenly doctor. From his backslidden life, from his about-turned life, comes a call for you, young man. Comes a call for you, young person. From that about-turned life, God is saying, the top order batsmen have failed. My top order batsmen have failed. You heard about that backslidden pastor, that fallen television evangelist, and you saying, oh God, this is crazy. I'm not going to have anything to do with God. That's what I thought. The year 1988, when I was as old as some of you were, one of my favorite television evangelists, he fell into sexual sin. And I had a choice. I could close the Bible and I could walk out of church, I could walk out of God, and I could have lived a normal life like any other teenage kid would have done. But then God started speaking to me. So what if one fellow flopped? So what if my top order flopped? You're my bottom order batsman. Duke, you're my bottom order batsman. It's as if what happened in the World Cup 2003. Australia gave India 360 runs to chase. 360 runs to chase. Sachin went for 4. He hit a rocket. Ganguly went for 24. Mohammad Kaif was promoted up the order, went for a first ball duck. The top order failed. The pressure was on the bottom order. Pressure was on Dravid. The pressure was on Dinesh Mongia. The pressure was on Yuvraj Singh. But they failed. India lost that final by 125 runs. But you don't have to fail. Maybe several of God's top order batsmen have failed. But God is counting on you. You are his lower order batsman. I want to challenge you, my young friend. He's counting on you. Don't disappoint God. The call for ministry